Hey, good morning, everybody. Rory Powers, Right Line Trading. Want to be the first one to wish you a happy Friday. This broadcast is for demonstration educational purposes only. I am not a licensed financial advisor. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, man, you better ask somebody. You could lose your entire trading account. With that being said, let's take some risks. Good to be back. Good morning, everybody. Got a clean bill of health on the colonoscopy. And yesterday was a very special day for my family, my wife and I. And I'll show you why. Look at this beautiful picture. This is my little girl. Graduated kindergarten yesterday. This is her here with her diploma. We went to her graduation in kindergarten, and let me tell you something. These people here at this church, these are teachers that help kids with special needs, and God has a special place in heaven for those people. It was such a heartfelt ceremony to see these kids and the accomplishments that are challenged. They have challenges, and to see them overcome and be successful and make achievements, you can't help but just cry, when you see it. So it was a really special day. And she did it. She graduated kindergarten, so we're off and running. That was a tough year. All right. Good morning, Tom. Am I live? Yes, I am, Robert. I'm here. All right. Let's take a look at the Forex Factory. Testing, testing, testing. Okay. What we do, again, my name's Rory Powers. If today's your first day joining us, we're going to be showcasing the automated bots that we have here at Right Line Trading. And we're going to be trading the AI Auto and the iBots. These are fully automated strategies that run within the NinjaTrader 8 platform. Once they're enabled, the strategies will execute and manage the trades for you. Good morning, Marcia. God bless you. Edward, good morning. Rao, Judy, Duke, the Dukester, Mukhtar, Mark, Oceans K9, Robert, Tom. Thank you, Marcia. God bless you. Let's make some money. So, in order not to have any unpleasant surprises, what we normally do each morning is we look at the Forex Factory at the calendar. The calendar. It's a very news-driven market. They have these economic news reports that come out during our trading session, and we don't want to get caught up in the whipsaw and the volatility and take any unnecessary risks. So today on our calendar, well, this morning it looks like Canada had their core retail sales month over month at 9:35. Man, these guys have been speaking all week. You think they've lost their voice by now? FOMC member Muslim and Schmidt, they've got more to say. New home sales at 10 a.m. That's an orange. Be careful of the orange. The yellow have a low impact, orange medium, red. Buckle your seatbelts. Things could get crazy. So we've got no red ones, but we do have an orange, the new home sales. When these FOMC people speak, though, they say one wrong thing, and the market reacts. Um, we've got about 5 minutes to the market open. The way our methodology works here is we let the bots run right through the Asian Open, the London Open, and now we're headed into the New York Stock Exchange Open, and we have what we call our leaderboard. Listen, we always like to know the bots what they're doing today. I call it the "What have you done for me lately's." You know, if you did well last week, that was really great. We're very grateful. But what have you done for me today? What have you made? What have you made today? These are the bots that are performing the best in the current trading environment. And we're going to do our weekly review. And let me give you a hint. The retirement plan is amongst the leaders big time this week on my computer. This retirement plan has crushed it this week. The retirement plan. And we're going to go over the best bots in our weekly review. In fact, this is the retirement plan we're watching break through all of this upside resistance. I always like to take a look and see what the overall trading environment has been prior to us opening, just to get a feel for what we're getting ourselves into. We took a big, and I mean a big leg down. Look at this move down. A move down that big. I always think that there's going to be a significant retracement, which it's starting to do now. A big gap down overnight. Man, I think it's going to pop to the upside. So let's get ready. Big move down overnight. What I am going to do is I'm going to take all of my positions right now and just flatten them. We're just a few minutes away from the market open. And I'm just going to take the strategies that I'm going to trade here, our power play. I think I'll do this one as well because it's been doing really well this week. Let's put the power play in play. Now, out of curiosity, I just want to see where they have the profit target on my bot. The profit target on my bot is at 64 ticks. Oh my goodness, be careful. What that means is normally it started out at 100 ticks and it's moved it into 64. What that's telling us is that the market has been ranging. It hasn't been a trending market. So the bot has moved in its profit target significantly and it made its stop loss 25 ticks instead of 60. Something to keep an eye on. Oops, sorry about that. And the one that we're going to trade, the drone, I want to make sure that I have some extra room here to let it run a little bit. That's the wrong one. This is the right one. Okay, perfect. All right. Very good. So we're going to let those trade the open. And what I'm doing is I'm using all of my system's resources on only the bots that I'm going to trade this first trade for our power play. And what I do is I get my trade copier and I make my leader account that power play account, and my followers are my Apex accounts. The market just opened, and we are getting that pop to the upside like I expected. I'm going to turn this on and look to catch this long move right at 932. I think we've got a leg up to go. That was a significant sell-off overnight. Good volume. Got 4,300, 4,400 contracts a minute. Over 5,000 6,000. Huge volume. Coming into a holiday weekend on Memorial Day. Got a nice retracement on the 20U right back to the 50. Let's get a continuation up. Let's pop one up to the upside. Ooh, we got a lot of volatility building up. We're going to get a pop either up or down here. Oh, I got the wrong strategy on. Okay, we're in long. We're in long on the power play. Let's go. Let's get a pop to the upside. Come on. Let's get up there. Break through. Break through. Get into our profit window. In our profit window. Let's go all the way. Bam. And we're in. There's a full power play, full winner, one and done on a Friday. We'll take it. We'll take it to the house. That's the way we do it on the power play. One and done. We look to make $250 to $500 per trading session, and we'll do it across 3 accounts. 3 funded accounts, that's $1,500. And bam, we caught that long trade. Beautiful entry. There was some big buying pressure after that big sell-off last night. I wouldn't be surprised for this to continue to go up for a little bit. That's the way we do it. That's how that power play is designed to trade. And we've had a really nice run at it. I'm going to go ahead and put all of my bots back in the game. I wanted all of my resources for that one trade, and that was why. Nice. That a way to go, Marcia. Judy got it. Marcia got it. Love that trade. To the upside. Let's go. Really good buying pressure. Great volume. Made a quick 15 hunch on the PA accounts. Yes, indeed, ladies. That a way to do it. Let's put these bots to work. We hit our profit goal on that one. So it's a very short week for me. I only traded really 2 sessions. One session, I lost 175 across the 3 accounts. This one I made 500 across the 3. So for the week, we ended up pretty good. Stick around. We're going to do a weekly review. Go over the best bots. And we're going to kick in the iBots right now. Our 1-day pass is in. Just hit on the ES. It's back in now. Let's bring up an ES chart. Let's check out our 1-day pass. Here's the ODP on the E-mini. Let's get them. This is designed to pass an eval in one trade. One trade. We call it our one-day pass. It's right here. It's trading 10 contracts, going for the minimum number of ticks necessary to pass a $50,000 eval. And we can customize it really to trade any size eval, not just a 50,000. Bam, it's in the profit, went bam all the way. That's two one-day passes in a row on that one-day pass on that ES30 range, ODP. Here we go. This is one of these days that these bots can put up some big numbers. But listen, capital preservation, it trumps everything. If you hit your profit goal, enjoy your weekend. Take it to the house. Marcia, you've been on an absolute tear. It's amazing. Judy also. Our ladies are crushing it. We've got the best trading females out of any trading firm. We got Suzanne, Marcia, Judy, Carol. We've got some great traders. Back in long. Let's see if this one will go through. We got to make it through resistance. I always like to put my profit target right below resistance. Let's give it a clear target. Let's not play games with it. Let's take a little bit of money and move on. All right, K9. Got a big, beautiful, long weekend coming up. Memorial Day. Oh, that thing jumped right back in long, didn't it? Let me tell you something. When on a Friday morning, you you hit your profit goal, please do not trade again. Please. Fridays are historically can be tough days. These big shots over at their at the banks and the hedge funds and the institutional traders, these guys are out on the golf course on a Friday. They're at the 19th hole, the watering hole, ordering a Bloody Mary, getting ready for a long weekend for Memorial Day. Today is Friday, May 23rd. If you're joining us today, welcome. The good news, you're still in the game. Hallelujah. God is good. Hey, Nicholas, there is a break even button. It's inside the settings. Absolutely is. Let me show it to you. Look at this beautiful equity curve, will you? Oh my goodness. These three PA accounts, we've been trading that power play since January 15th to May 23rd. We're at 30,500. Just a beautiful, beautiful equity curve. And today was a beautiful trade. Caught a winner on all three accounts. Let me show that to you, Nicholas. Oh, gold scalper 21. Nice, nice, Rao. Speaking of gold, I have a bot that I've been running on gold. I was going to show you. Happens to be in a trade right now too. It's on a 15 range, and the account that it's running in, I put it in this account that I'm no longer using. It's the iBot ES20R 500 account. And it's been doing very well. Trying to find some new settings for a gold bot. We have one on a 2 Unarenko that just pulls in a lot of losers. Trying to put together a bot that will filter out some of those losing trades. Let me show it to you, Nicholas, before I forget. If I go on my control center to strategies, I'm just going to right click and bring up a new strategy just to show you the trade management. Yesterday I had such a great meeting with Bobby and his son, with Bob and his son Bobby. And we went through this trade management. I just wish I would have recorded it, but you know what? He did, and I'm going to get the recording. So under my available strategies, my first step is always to select the AI auto trader, the one that we're trading. You may have other strategies in your available list. You always want to make sure that you select ours, the AI auto trader P. And once you scroll down, you're going to come past the triggers. Signal A, B, C, and D are our triggers. Just past the triggers is trade management. Nicholas, we hard code it. It's important to know. Most other vendors, you have to pin your strategy to the chart, and the trade management is done by their built-in ATM strategies. We didn't want to do that. We hard coded the ATMs directly into the strategy parameters. And it gives us the flexibility to use some additional features. So to answer your question, Nicholas, is the break even is right here. If you wanted to go to break even, if your profit target is, let's say 100, but you want it to go to break even once it gets to 25, when it goes 25 ticks, you're automatically going to go to break even. You can also put in plus or minus. So let's say you want to go 25. Once it goes 25, we're going for a 100 tick profit target. It goes 25, but I want to lock in 5 ticks of profit. So I'm going to go to break even at 25 plus 5. Break even first target plus or minus. Here it's a plus 5. So once it goes 25 ticks, I'm locking in 5 ticks of profit. Good morning, Carol. I was just talking about you. I said we've got the best female traders, the best traders overall. specifically our women traders. And we also have, which I love, I think it's the greatest invention in the world, is this profit target window. Profit target window. You know, I always say, don't be a jerk. Don't be over a tick. You know, that old saying is the reasoning, the rationale is why risk more than you have the potential to win? So once price comes where our profit goes 100, say we come within 10 ticks of our profit target, we're plus 90. Why let it come all the way back to plus 5 when we could have only made 10 more ticks of profit? So this profit window, what it ensures is once we're within our profit window of 10 ticks and we've went plus 90, my stop is going to go to plus 80. We're going to be 10 ticks behind price. So now we can only lose as much as we can possibly win. It's an equal risk to reward at that point. So we really have, Nicholas, some amazing trade management features that are coded in. I didn't really get to our candlestick pattern recognition or pinning our stop to our 15 EMA. All of those are in our masterclass modules. So we have some really great trade management features that are coded into this strategy. Wow, Mark. That's incredible, Mark. Is that the 2 unit Renko? He said his gold bond is up 6 grand. That's amazing. Is that on the 2 unit Renko? What data series? What time frame are you trading? Look at our 20U sniper. The sniper was on my top 10 list, my top 5 list. Let's go to the AI sniper. Oh, it's in the profit window. So worst case scenario, we make 500 on the trade with the potential to make 1,000. 500 or 1,000 on this trade right here. I got the 500, not too shabby. The gold test drone? Gotcha. I bought ES20 range drone. Let's pivot back to the E-mini for a moment. Judy's in Thailand. Amazing. Congratulations, Judy. Man, I'm jealous of you. What a lifestyle you've got. That's amazing. God bless you. Enjoy it. See you next week. Okay, we're back to the meltdown. We got our retracement at the market open, but now the market, which has been trending down all night, may have just found a top. Oh, thank you, Nicholas. Appreciate that. Now, what those trade management set parameters I was showing you, what's really nice about it is it gives us the potential to hit a home run. But if the market isn't giving us a home run, if the range just isn't there, if it's just a ranging, choppy market, we have ways to lock in profits along the way with that break even plus or minus and that profit window. We also have a trailing stop, like what you asked about. We go to break even plus or minus, or we have a standard trailing stop. It always helps the trajectory of your performance to be able to pull in a home run. Don't get me wrong. It always helps to get that home run. It evens out our risk to reward. It swings it in our favor. Unfortunately, a lot of the time we can't. The profit target won't. We won't hit our profit target going for a home run. So my point is with those trade management parameters I was showing you, it allows us to lock in some profits without getting the full excursion. Hey, Sama, how hard is the learning curve? The learning curve is not that hard. Remember, it is an automated strategy. The system does have the nuances, and we have our methodology that we teach you. Um, I would give yourself anywhere from 2 weeks to 30 days. What's really nice is we have a very engaged community of traders in our Discord chat, and we have great customer service. And I'm not just saying it because I work here. Between us trading together on YouTube, our community in Discord, the extensive library of tutorials, our weekly live training on Wednesdays with Charles, and our ongoing customer support significantly reduce the time that it takes. The learning curve is significantly reduced for those reasons. We have our training videos inside Discord. And Charles, let me tell you, does just such a beautiful job when he sets it up for you. He's going to answer all your questions. We get with you afterwards and go over your results, answer your questions. Extensive tutorial library. We have a couple of masterclass modules that will significantly shorten the learning curve. We have our user's manual. Thank you, Mr. Higgins. Mr. Higgins, Michael, Michael H., who's a veteran, I believe a U.S. Army vet, um, put together one of the best manuals I've ever seen. That is, all indexed and illustrated, and it just goes from the time you place your order, it goes through every component of how to trade this automated system. So the short answer is a few weeks to 30 days. How much capital does one need? That's a great question, Sama. Our members trade these bots in two different ways. The first way is with a prop account. The prop account, thank you, Nicholas. The manual Gator is in our Discord chat. It has a separate channel called the user guide. You can't miss it. It's right under general chat. It's called user guide, and there's a link. So if you're trading a prop account, then obviously you're not putting any of your own funds at risk. For a prop account, I think you can get one at a discount. Let's call it about $50 for a prop account, and that's all the skin you would have in the game. The downside to the prop accounts is they have rules that we have to follow that make it a little bit more difficult. Then we have our traders that like to trade their own money, a live account, and they don't want to deal with those rules. If you want to trade a live account like Mark was doing yesterday, Mark is the owner of Right Line Trading. He was trading a live account just yesterday. Did very well. Was up about $1,000 on his live account yesterday. But in order to trade a live account, the margin requirements are minimal. You know, on the NASDAQ, your margin requirement is $1,000 per contract. You never want to underfund your account. So just so you have some cushion, let's call it about $5,000 to trade one E-mini. If you want to trade the micros, you could get away with, which is only $100 of margin. The margin requirement is $100 per contract with a $400 minimum account size. So let's say it's $1,500 to trade the micros. I hope that answers your question. I do have a contact. We have a contact at Ninja. Very nice woman. She's been with Ninja for 10 years. I have her personal information, and she bends over backwards to help anybody that I send her. She's a really great contact at Ninja. If anybody wants to get in contact with our representative at Ninja, please send me an email to support@rightlinetrading.com, and I will put you in touch with her. Sometimes it can be difficult to get a real human being. I can put you in touch with a real human being. And today is going to be a really fun day. We've got a live presentation on the AI Auto Trader at 1 o'clock. I'm going to put a registration link in the chat box. If you can't make it, register anyway, because you'll automatically get the replay. Remember, this is the Friday before a long weekend, holiday weekend. Charles was telling us this morning that the market is open for a half day on Memorial Day. We never recommend trading on those half days. Without that institutional involvement, unless you've got crazy good volume, we don't really recommend trading on holidays. Without that institutional involvement, there's chaos, there's chop, there's no clear defined trend. Jeez, look at that chart, will you? Oh my goodness. Let me see what I put my pivots on. 700. Jeez. Okay, bear with me for just a moment. I'm putting the registration link in now. Today at 1 p.m. Eastern. Sam, I would always, recommend starting with a prop account because if you make a mistake, through the learning process, or you could just trade in sim, through the learning process as well. But I'll be happy to discuss it with you. It's really just, do you want to go the prop account route or do you want to open a live account? And depending on the answer of that one question, we can narrow down that huge disparity of exactly how much the funds required. Okay, here's the link. Today at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you click on that link and register, if you can't make it live, we're going to send you the replay. Look at this retirement plan running up the score. This retirement plan on the 2 minute has had a huge week. It might be in a little trouble on this trade, but things got choppy really quick. Our timing was perfect today. That big move down, if you've noticed, we do really well. If overnight there's a huge move up or huge move down, we normally do really well on that first trade. And that's really the spirit of that power play, is having that early morning volatility burst, right at 9:32. That's, absolutely part of the spirit of the strategy. All the risk is off on this trade now. The retirement plan has a clear shot for a full winner now with no risk. Just needs a little follow through. Exactly, Ralph. Exactly. Today it looks like it's starting even earlier. Well, here we go. We're getting a nice little pop here. Bam, we just locked in a second leg of profits. Did you see that? We locked in 2 legs of profits on that trade on the retirement plan, which is a really beautiful ATM strategy. But that really illustrated exactly what I was going over earlier. We got the break even plus or minus, and then we got into our profit window. And it locked in 2 legs of profits. On that retirement plan is up 1,800. It's my number one bot, other than the 1 day passes. New moneymaker strategy's been doing well on my computer. We released a new strategy called the Moneymaker on the E-mini. I had an issue with my data this morning. I woke up and my charts weren't moving, and I was in a couple of open positions. And my charts, if you looked at my bid ask, there was no movement whatsoever. The green light on the bottom of my control center was green. It was showing connected, but in reality, it wasn't moving. So I got it cranked back up at about 6:30 this morning. Here's the market open on the E-mini. The left edge of the chart is the open. It popped to the upside. That's when we caught our trade long on the NASDAQ. And since then, you could see what it's done. It's right up to the session high. It's actually double topped right there. The weather here, Rao, is absolutely beautiful. Let me take a look out the window. Yeah, it's about 80. It's in the 80s, and there's not a cloud in the sky. It's like summertime here. I've got a small swimming pool here at the house for the girls, and they're in that pool every day now. They absolutely love it. I have a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old. Ooh, look at that. The iBot just jumped in short. It picked up a disparity of sellers right off the stock market, triggered in a short position right into the VWAP. We had a double top right here, right at 58.07. All right, let's do a quick review. Let's take a look at the top bots of the week. Let's see if we break through this area. Hold on one more time. We're coming back up to retest it. $9.50. Wow. Let me take a look at my gold chart. Amazing. I'm down $30 on gold today. Gold's trading at $3,347. Just amazing. I just can't believe the price of gold. Can you believe that? My God. Now it just popped in long. It traded right into that upside resistance. This is a strategy that's in testing. It runs on a 15 range. Rao, thank you for sending that picture. What a beautiful picture. God bless you, my friend. You got a beautiful family. And that, man, I love that safari you're on. That's incredible. Where was that picture taken? Is that in Africa? Where are you on that safari? Beautiful family. You mind if I show it on YouTube? You're a blessed man. All right, let's get to the oh, it's in India, the wildlife sanctuary. Cool. The Delhi Wildlife Sanctuary. Incredible. You know, my brother was lucky enough to go to India, and man, the pictures he brought, I mean, just incredible. Taj Mahal and everything. Beautiful country. Yeah, and Rao has just a beautiful family. Okay, let's go over the week's top bots. Do our weekly review. We went over the. I've been keeping a record. I already went over the PA accounts. This is since January. If we move it to this week, remember I didn't trade much this week. We're getting a big leg up. It broke through that area. Here we go. We're getting a spike in volume too. Look at the volume. 2,500 contracts a minute. Everything just fired off long. Our ABC Star drone is in. All right, let's keep going. So the weekly review. The PA accounts since January 15th to May 23rd. This is across 3 PA accounts. We're up $30,500. Not too shabby. Let's look at just this week. I only traded 2 days this week. At $960. Just under $1,000. Only took 6 trades this week. So just under $1,000. Just trading 2 days. Not too bad. That was the PA accounts. These three here. And the money maker, the ES money maker, had a huge week. My results kind of got messed up from this morning. But going into this morning, this is where I was. I was just under 5,000. This is the E-mini trading just one contract. Just one contract. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you, Gator. One contract on the ES30 range moneymaker. The ES30 range star bot, $3,537, trading one contract. I had a nice lady. Her name is Jilly. In fact, we're going to have another great female trader joining our community, Jilly. And Jilly's going to trade this ES on her live account and just let it do its thing. And this one this week, this ES30 range, made another $3,500. Man, incredible. The 20U sniper, the NASDAQ. Now this is the bot. If you look at my drone, remember our technology, the way it works, is we have the drone that runs 23 hours a day, and it's sharing a database with the bot. And this is the information I'm going to be going over this afternoon at 1 o'clock. Kind of how it works under the hood. Take a look under the hood. Today is at 1 o'clock. But what the drone does is it shares a database with the bot, and the bot self-optimizes. Isn't that great? The elephant in the room when you talk about automated bots is always the fact that they get stale once market conditions change. With Mark Miller, when he purchased Right Line Trading, his number one priority was to integrate artificial intelligence into these bots. His expertise is in robotics and automation. So using artificial intelligence, these bots communicate with one another and will dynamically change their own inputs through a machine learning algorithm. And the Sniper bot is up 1,200. You can see the max drawdown was only $233. Not much pain at all there. Very efficient output. Now, if I take a look at the drone, that's trading. We say we use the analogy of trading like a drunken sailor. It pulled in all these losers. Look at this. It's down 2,200. The bot significantly cleaned up that data and optimized its own inputs, and it made 1,200. Really a testament to the technology that we're leveraging with that bot and drone. The retirement plan had a huge week. The retirement plan, remember, that's the signal A entry. That's signal A entry when you use a 50 filter, a 50 signal filter. And I know I'm talking over some people's heads, but that's how the bot comes out of the box, so don't worry. It prevents the bot from taking a counter trend trade. And when we trade in the direction of institutional money, our winning percentage goes way up, 75% this week. This retirement plan is one of the very few bots, that one and the Haymaker, that have really been around the full time that we've been running these AI bots. So the retirement plan is on a hot streak. Wow. 90, yeah, 90, I saw that 90% on Bionox. I did see that. Let me see. Where was I? Okay, retirement plan, 4,300. Big week, trading one contract. One contract. That's our 1-2 punch. The ES, the NQ. Very liquid instruments. Then we have the NQ30 range velocity. This is how we came up with the Haymaker. This was, no, I'm sorry. Well, yeah, it is very similar to the Haymaker with a few different parameters. But this is how we came up with the power play, is what I meant to say. It is the 30 range velocity, and it just crushed it this week. On my machine, it's up $5,400. Yesterday, it had a day. Oh my God, it was up like $3-4 grand yesterday. 5,400, running that 30 range velocity. Then we have the iBot, the ES30 range iBot. 1691 on the drone. That's running the full session. If we look at the bot didn't do nearly as well. The drone, in this case, running the full session, was superior. 1691. The iBot ES4U on my computer was up just under $2,000 this week, 1850. 1850. That's the bot. If we look at the drone, it lost 250. So the bot was significantly better with the optimizations that it made. Then we had the iBot NQ on the 1 minute was up 4,300. That's the drone. 4,300. I always like to say, well, when did it do it? When did it do it? It did it in the afternoon. That interesting? In the morning, it was hit or miss. Most of the times it missed. But after lunch, this thing woke up and went to town. Crushed it from 12:30 on. So that NQ on the 1 minute, and let me tell you, this trade performance metric, this analysis that NinjaTrader does is extremely powerful. And this is how our bots optimize themselves. It's all driven by data. It's all data driven. Nothing is an assumption or a guess or a guess. So the bot on the 1 minute was up 1,200. You were better off letting it run the whole session, $4,300. And that was our weekly review. Retirement plan right back in. This retirement plan has a beautiful ATM. I'm hoping we break through support. Okay, we locked in a little bit more profit. We're at 1,950 on the retirement plan. So once again, I just want to remind everybody at 1 o'clock today, we're going to do a live presentation on these AI Auto Trader. The registration link is in the chat box. I'm going to put it in one more time. Coming into a holiday week, obviously we're going to do something special for Memorial Day. Memorial Day really has a special meaning. Yes, sir, Tony. The other white meat. Okay. Well, Memorial Day has a special meaning, especially for any veterans. Memorial Day we're honoring those that paid the ultimate, really the ultimate sacrifice, and gave their lives. They didn't make it home. My mother passed away Memorial Day in 2009, but we honor the veterans that made the ultimate sacrifice on Memorial Day. So if you are a veteran, a first responder in the medical field, ambulance, even truck drivers, we really appreciate, we have a debt of gratitude. Teachers. So here we go. Today at 1 p.m., we're going to do a very special sale, is what I was going to say. If you join me, we're going to have a coupon code I'm going to put in the chat box today at 1 o'clock. And it's a coupon that you have to be in attendance to receive. If you get that coupon code, you'll be real happy, believe me. And we do it once a year on Memorial Day. All right. Thanks, Edward. All right. It was a great day, great trading day. That couldn't have, as far as trading goes for the power play, that couldn't have went any better. Just a really brief recap if you're just joining us. We caught on these Apex accounts. I'll go to my PA account, and you'll see on the power play, if I put both of my NQ charts, we'll put the NQ20 on the same PA account. And we'll just take a look at this beautiful entry from this morning. Didn't even really get anywhere near the full move, but it was a beautiful, you can see this is a 20U. Just to put things into perspective, a 20U is just a huge bar. Okay, that's our higher time frame. And what I wanted to show in this, the reason I'm showing this, is because there has to be an alignment of trend in order for us to get this entry on the 30 range. So we took the entry here on our 30 range. which you could see here on my 20U, we have an alignment, a multi-time frame alignment of trend. We're above market structure-wise on my 20U. We're above the 50. The solid green line's the 50. The dotted one is our 15. Our 15 is a great, well, they're both really great signals for momentum as well. But they also show us we're in that institutional money is pushing the price of the NASDAQ higher. The market's trending up. Overnight, we had a huge move down. And right about 9:32 exactly, that strategy kicks in. And when we have the multi-time frame alignment, it pops us in long on our 30 range chart. And it got to our profit target really very easily. Had we had a runner in place, it could have been a tremendous move to the upside. You could see that it just kept maturing to the upside for a beautiful move. All right, Dukester. Surf's up, my friend. So a beautiful trade to close the week. And I wanted to end just by wishing everybody a very happy Memorial Day weekend. I hope you're able to spend time with the people you care about the most. Our time is limited. God bless everybody. I hope to see you today at 1 o'clock. Coming up right behind me is Mr. David Wise. He's going to be trading the SPY Super System. He's a professional options trader. He's with the Reddit community of traders. He's got a performance that has been verified by the team over at Reddit. He wanted to publish some articles and make, some claims as a professional trader. They said, well, not so fast. Can you prove you're a professional? And he did. And if you go to Reddit, which is a community of traders about 40,000 deep, his name is highlighted, and he has several published articles in that community. But anyway, he's coming up behind me, really a wealth of information. And if you would, please like my video. Please like my video here on YouTube. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'm going to wrap up, and I'm just going to bring up this beautiful trade copier. This beautiful, beautiful full winner on our power play. A one and done. Pre-Memorial Day. We'll take it to the house. We'll take it and run. When you get a blessing, take it and go with it. Have a blessed weekend, everybody. I hope to see you at 1 o'clock today. Thanks for joining me, everyone.